God, I love this place. Anyway, yesterday we discussed bringing change, and in particular, bringing change to an organization. A type of interaction with clients that I personally experienced many years ago when I was a consultant at KPMG, but it would have been the same if I had been at Accenture or Deloitte or PwC or any of the big consulting firms who can afford to bring best practices. Now, it was very different when I created my company, Agilai, back in 2012, and I had to get into trust relationships with executives. Now, trust relationships between companies and KPMG are not at all the same thing than it would be between a small business owner and a client. So what I had to do in particular is I had to understand the agenda of my benefactor, and I had to do everything necessary to execute this agenda. So think about this. Change 2, the consultant knows best, the consultant decides, the consultant does the bulk of the work. But as a change 4 relationship, for the agenda of an executive, for the agenda of a client, now this is different. In change 4, I have to hear, I have to understand the agenda of an executive, and I have to execute it. Now, for a while, I thought that it was enough, that all I had to do was to execute the vision of an executive. Obviously, I was missing a piece. I was missing the fact that executives have a very good command of their business, that they have a very good command of their business situation at the macro level. But they don't always have, and they often seek intelligence from the field. They want to understand what was happening in the field, what is happening now in the field, and how it can inform their decision and their agenda. And this is how I moved from change 4, simply executing the agenda of my client, to the next phase, change with.